we'll get a lot of stuff just coming out. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Cork It podcast. My name's Kyle, back joined by
Nico
and Dom. Howdy, folks.
And we're excited. We're going to jump into some around the league here. It's been, not going to lie, it's been a somewhat quiet week just in the sports world in general. Most of the leagues are in their preseason or in their off seasons, or I know football's starting OTAs, or leagues right now like baseball, which are normally in season, are, right now they just had the All-Star weekend. I didn't watch a lot, but I did see like Bryan Cranston in the Celebrity All-Star game.
The home run derbies tonight.
Yeah, so that's going on, but
we're in the dog days of summer.
Yeah,
it's really sad.
It's been kind of quiet, but there has been some. There was an interesting signing in the NHL. I'm going to talk about Johnny Hockey going to the Columbus Blue Jackets, which, if you're from Central Ohio, hockey is back. No.
Johnny Gaudreau's a solid player.
He's a great player, all-star caliber player. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch in Columbus. If you're a Columbus Blue Jackets hockey fan, it's now something you can get excited about. Him taking this giant pay cut to come in Columbus baffles me, surprises me, I'm not going to lie, because I love Columbus, but it has
ain't much to do
there's
here.
not much to do.
We don't got that much history in our franchise.
No, not at all. It would be like right now if it would literally be like if a player took a giant pay cut to go play with the OKC Thunder. It's not like a huge city. Like, it's a pretty big city, but it's not known for anything.
Oh, if Cooper Kupp went to go play with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah. And I mean, like, it's the same thing with OKC is like they got a young franchise. Like, that is 10 years old, or more than that. It's like 14 now. It is a young franchise. So, but yeah.
Props to the Blue Jackets, man, for getting that done.
Yeah, good job. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
There we go.
Go Jackets.
Good job.
And so that's going to be exciting to watch. What else is happening? There's a lot of speculation in the NBA about a million things. Donovan Mitchell. Huh?
A lot of rumors.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell could be on the way out. We just saw today that Westbrook, LeBron, and AD had a phone call.
Best friends.
Have a nice little phone call.
A nice little chat on the phone to talk about, just fully committing to the grind.
They need to work things out,
Yeah.
That's what the phone call was about.
They're just fully committing to the grind.
They called each other up on a little group FaceTime. It was like, hey, guys, let's work
cuties.
it out. Let's work it out.
Let's do this.
It's so sad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
They're literally Hall of Famer all-star players, and they need to have a phone call to work things out.
Yeah, you would hope that things would be going better for him. Summer League's still happening. Keegan Murray won Summer League MVP, and the Portland Trailblazers won the Summer League championship.
Yeah, congrats to the Blazers.
Got some rings, got some jewelry.
I don't understand that at all.
And Damian Lillard gets none of it.
I don't understand why they have to give out rings for Summer League.
I love it. I love it so much.
What?
Because think about it like this.
They have different leagues.
Think about it like this.
What about the people who play in San Francisco?
Well, every team played in Las Vegas, yeah.
At some point?
Yeah, at some point every team played in Vegas.
I thought they had different
No, they do have different leagues. They had the San Francisco League, they had the Utah League, and then they had the Vegas League. But all 30 teams go to Vegas. All 30 teams go to Vegas.
Okay.
There was 4 teams went to Utah, and then a couple teams went to San Francisco. But all 30 teams played in Vegas, I'm pretty sure. The reason I love it is because a lot of these players that play on the Summer League teams, especially towards the end, are guys that will never see a roster, in the actual league. Yeah, so, look at that. I mean, granted, it's the Trailblazers, so a lot of those guys probably will see the roster.
Yeah.
Because the Trailblazers are in a bad position with their bench right now.
By the way.
I'm going to be interested to see. I can't say.
They are making playoffs.
What team is going to fall out right now in the playoffs? Do you think they're going to jump?
Denver.
No.
It depends. If Jamal Murray doesn't get healthy,
I see Denver falling, but the Blazers are not going to be jumping.
Jazz, I'll give you Jazz.
Yeah.
But then the Clippers are going to jump in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are the Lakers going to do anything?
Lakers making playoffs.
This phone call push them
Lakers.
back.
Lakers.
I agree. Lakers are
so who's
playoffs
falling
now.
out?
I don't know. Somebody or another, Dame's gonna get him in the playoffs. That's just my
I just
gut
can't
feeling.
see. He might make the play-in. He's not making the playoffs.
We'll see. Damian Lillard's gonna have a great year this year.
I see play in, not play.
I just can't see because I know that the Clippers are gonna jump in. And I think the Lakers will jump in, and I think the Jazz are gonna fall out.
Yeah. I think
I guess
like
the Pelicans will fall out probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only way I can see the Denver Nuggets possibly falling out is if Jamal Murray doesn't come back healthy.
Yeah.
And I think he does at some point. I would hope. He's been out 2 years, 1 year,
Year and a half, I think.
year and a half. He's been out a while.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a good take, I guess. But like I said, like a lot of these players are never going to actually see an NBA roster, and if they win Summer League championship, I think it's nice to have a little bling to put in the jewelry box at home.
I don't need a ring.
What do we got? Medal? What is this? The Olympics?
I don't know, but dude, like these players are playing overseas, making a great amount of money, and they don't need a ring. Like Summer League is literally just
to remember it by. I mean,
oh my gosh, who cares? It's the Summer League, Kyle.
I just think it's a cool idea.
They're literally playing just to get eyes on them to try to make.
Okay, and I still think it's a cool idea. The NBA's got a ton of money to spend. Clearly, if they're keeping the WNBA alive.
Yeah.
Oh. I love the WNBA.
I actually did. I actually do like the WNBA a lot. It's just I feel the reason that I have problems with the WNBA is that the WNBA doesn't get any support, and I think
it's getting more support.
It's gaining a lot of more support, and which I do appreciate, and I do think that like as time goes on, people are getting more respect for just basketball as a sport, and they can appreciate basketball no matter who's playing it, which I think is a huge thing and a huge step to getting the WNBA to like become like, you know, self-sustaining, because I do think that it should be a self-sufficient league. But I think the only problem I have with the WNBA is that they are being, you know, the money is being flooded from the NBA to the WNBA to like keep the league alive, and there's like a lot of things about how like they want equal pay to the men, but that all just comes from, you know, gaining that fan support and having that.
That'll never happen.
And it's not going to.
I don't understand that argument at all from people.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
either.
I never got that.
I think that was my only problem.
They want equal pay and everything, but like the WNBA does not make nearly as money as a company to get that equal pay.
And it's like the same thing with all sports, right? If you're a backup point guard in the NBA, you're probably making, you know, right now like just as much as like, or probably a lot more than like a really good defensive player in football. Like you're making a lot more, but that's just because, well, one, there's less people to pay on a basketball team. Two, the amount of money that you're making as like an NBA team with the amount of games that you play, the amount of, you know, tickets that you sell like every week, like you're going to make a lot more money just
NBA
as an
money
NBA
is
team.
The new baseball money.
It's top.
I mean,
tier.
baseball money is still baseball money.
Baseball money is still baseball money, but even baseball money, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, the NBA is like paying their players, but again, that comes with having less people on roster. But then you have that
vanilla story where he's still getting paid today.
Well, yeah, Luol Deng was still getting paid from the Lakers for like years.
He like just got off his payroll.
But I really do. I have been impressed with a lot of the WNBA recently, especially. Isn't it's Sue Bird? She just retired.
I think so. I think she just announced.
Yeah. And I mean,
how much you think you can drop on Sue Bird? You play 1-on-1 to like 11.
He ain't scoring, Kyle. I'm sorry.
What do you think?
I think I'd get one.
I think
I'd get one.
If it's make it, take it, and she has ball first, you're not getting the ball.
I think I'm getting buckets, dude.
No, I think I get one. I think I get one. I think because I
buckets.
I think I get
Sue
one.
Bird, I love you. I know you have a wife, and yeah.
I think I get one because I think I start off the game and she like leaves me kind of open and I cash it, and then she steps up on defense and I don't get anything. I mean, it should be interesting, but the Brittney Griner situation is one of those two where like I do think. I mean.
We don't need to get into this right now.
Right. I mean, I guess that's a little too political for us to talk about. But the only thing that annoyed me.
I'm very annoyed by the whole
is
thing.
The same people that are saying things like, well, she did something illegal, are also the same people that are like, we can't trust Russia. Russia's a bad country. Like, we shouldn't be for Russia. Like, make up your mind. If you're not for Russia and you think they're a bad country, then like why are you like suddenly agreeing with all of their laws and policies? Like I mean, I don't know.
I think all the things about like if it was LeBron James, then like
That is kind of
he'd be
funny.
home already.
But
and,
my thing is, that would never happen to LeBron.
there's so many
Yeah.
things about people being like, I'd sell my soul to get LeBron James back. If he
They
was
were,
kind of in Russia.
they were like, if LeBron was in Russia, I'd go find him myself. No, I do think it's like, I think it's all kind of dumb. And I do think, I'm confused a little bit. But then I saw another thing that was like, well, like, how many other people do you think are like foreign prisoners that we just don't hear about because they're not like a celebrity? And I was like, that's a pretty interesting point.
Well,
there.
like, why
Like somebody was
celebrities
like, somebody's like, well, would Brittney Griner care about me if I was in Russia in prison? And I was like, that's a good point, I guess. But I think it's still, it's all kind of dumb. Free Brittney Griner.
Let's get her back.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. She didn't kill anyone. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a pretty bad mistake, but like, there's no reason that she
D'Angelo
should
Russell
be.
went through TSA with weed and Arnold Palmer
Yeah.
in Louisville. You don't remember that?
No, I remember that.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
we've seen worse in TSA.
well, also just like, I don't know, they've got crazy laws.
Russia is just Russia, and we're gonna leave it at that. Okay.
Just,
We're gonna get flagged by the KGB now.
Putin's gonna find us.
Yeah, he's gonna watch a podcast.
Speaking of how many points could you drop on Sue Bird? We saw LeBron play in the Drew League this last weekend.
Yeah.
How many points is LeBron dropping on you?
I'm locking him up, bro. He maybe 10 points on me.
10.
Maybe 10.
I was like, I fully believe that LeBron James would score 200 points on me and like give me depression that I wouldn't recover from.
100%.
Like
100%.
Like most of those players in the Drew League are giving us buckets too.
Oh
Like
yeah.
if I was guarding LeBron James, there's no way he has a possession where he doesn't score.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If
He
I'm,
looks at me, he's like, "You're tall, but you weigh 180, so I'm just going to fly right through you."
Yeah.
but you're not even tall compared to LeBron.
He's like, I've been around him. I know he's massive. Okay, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying my best.
He's 6'9".
I know.
He's tall.
He's so big.
I'm genuinely like he's gonna hit that little stupid
Big.
like look at the ball and then take the three and whatever.
Like when I shook LeBron's hand,
I know what it's
when
called.
I shook LeBron's hand, I was in shock how big that man is.
You met LeBron James?
Yes.
Whoa.
What? Oh my! No, I'm just kidding. No, that is actually super cool that you met LeBron. I went to his son's high school basketball game when he played at the Nationwide Arena in downtown Columbus, and he like came out on our side, and I was like so close to him. It was literally like, it's what I imagined that like, like what happened to Jesus when he would walk through crowds. Like everybody would just like try to touch him and like.
But we saw like that video when he was leaving the Drew League. Like everyone was around him.
Yeah.
It's like I fully believe like that, like when Jesus was around, like that's how people treated him in crowds. Like he would try to walk through crowds and everyone would be like trying to touch him and like trying to make way, and like I just think LeBron has that weird effect on people.
How do you guys feel about Bronny? You guys think he like has good potential?
He's gotten better.
He's gonna
since I've seen him play. I've seen him up close and personal, but like watching his highlights from the AAU season this year, he's certainly gotten better. He's gotten bigger.
I mean, if he wasn't already a first round pick in the NBA, he's going to be now that you realize you're going to have LeBron on your team if you pick him.
I mean, even like besides that, I think he'd be.
No, it's not.
Kyle,
it's not. Because if you are a team and you're picking and he's there at 25 and you can guarantee you having LeBron on your season for potentially his farewell season, how many tickets are you going to be selling as a franchise?
If you're thinking about it as a business,
I would waste a first round pick. If Bronny doesn't play a single game after that season, I would 100%.
His son gets picked by. I mean, I think enough would be if LeBron got to play him on the court. I mean, I don't think he needs to be on the same team.
Yeah, also, like, how would you feel if, like, you're finally in the league, finally get to make a name for yourself, and your dad's like, nah, I'm going to have my farewell tour during your rookie season, like, on your team. Like,
that whole lifestyle.
But, like, you just, like, yeah, that is
used
true.
to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I was just talking about this when you were talking about the whole, like, Jesus thing. Like, LeBron, I kind of feel bad for him, like, honestly.
For having so much, like,
he can't
hype.
do anything.
Yeah. Did you see the, like, video they took of, like, when he sat like courtside in the summer league, and they just had like 7 people right in front of him taking photos.
It was more
of
than
him.
7, but yeah.
Yeah, but there was like, okay, how many? How many? Think it was like 15.
15, yeah.
15 people standing
You couldn't even see the warm-ups.
directly in front of him, like
Taking
not like off the
pictures.
side,
Videos.
taking just photos and videos of him like over and over again.
But then again, that's
Speaking of Braun at
journalism.
the
Like,
summer
that's what
league.
I was doing when I was working the Phoenix Suns game. Like, you just have to get the shot, and then it sucks. It's like for LeBron, but
Yeah.
he's probably so used to it by now. But it's still crazy that he has to go through all that.
Speaking of Braun at the summer league, I loved how billionaire Braun is just packing his own snacks for these summer league games.
I did see that. That's
Packing
hilarious.
some goodies from
That
home.
was pretty cool.
Yeah, a nice little snack that his wife
Trail
made
mix.
him, you know.
You know who I want to talk about? Taylor Horton Tucker.
Dude, he's still a role player in the Drew League.
Dude, first of all,
He's not
why
that good.
okay, this is another topic I want to get into, but I'll get into this. Taylor Horton Tucker didn't play in the summer league, right? And then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna play in the Drew League.
Only had like 14
He
points.
had 14 points, 5 rebounds,
On
and he
38%
shot
shooting.
5 for 13 from the field. That's atrocious.
God, I'm still so mad about how the Lakers valued him that much.
Dude, the
Like,
Lakers have been doing that.
It's like the same thing as like a Kuzma situation.
They valued
like,
Kuzma over Brandon Ingram.
He had a good first year, and it wasn't anything like, oh, this guy could be rookie of the year, but it was like he had a
Kuzma is a
solid
little
first
different.
year. It's similar though.
Not
They-
really. Kuzma's
How is it not
great.
similar? They
Kuz-
valued Kuzma so high.
They
and then
valued Kuzma a
fell
lot.
off.
That's similar, but Kuzma is a way better player than THT.
Yeah, he's better, but it's a similar situation. The fact that both of them had good first seasons, and then Kuzma fell off the next couple of years. Taylor Horton Tucker has done nothing for us, and then we could have kept guys like Brandon Ingram. Or like, I had high hopes for Lonzo Ball,
I had very
and
high
then
hopes of
we
Lonzo,
got rid of
yeah.
him. So it's like because our value for Kuzma was so high.
I think Kuzma could have worked out though if we gave him more time. In my opinion.
I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he didn't work out for the Lakers.
Yeah.
And I think that's what THT's doing now. Like we had high hopes for him, and everyone's like,
But
"Oh,
then
we're
again,
not trading him. We're not trading
That
him."
roster's just so destroyed that it's a
Yeah,
black hole. So
it's been pretty bad.
I mean, here's the other thing I want to talk about the summer league real quick is there was some players playing, and people were like, okay, if this guy's playing, there's like the summer league is not above some of these other dudes. So like, for example, like Josh Giddey and Cade Cunningham played in the summer league, and there were people saying like, all right, Josh Giddey and this guy are playing. Like the summer league is not above Taylor Horton Tucker.
No.
Like the summer league is not above this guy. It's not above this guy. And I think that's something that's interesting. It's like, I loved listening to Josh Giddey talk about like, people were like, Josh Giddey's way too good to be in the summer league. He shouldn't be playing right now.
he just wants to play basketball.
And he literally came out and he's just like, I just want to play basketball. Any chance I get, I want to play basketball. And I think that like, because Damian Lillard kind of said it too, is like, I think that's kind of missing from today's game is like, Dame said he's like, there's no more pride in like the playing for the name on the front of the jersey. Like you don't care. Like as soon as something's hard, you up and move. Like it's so
Exactly.
political with like who you want to play with,
Yep.
like what coaches you have, like all this
Mhm.
stuff. And I kind of agree. And I think we're losing some of that just like playing because you love basketball. Like that was all Kobe did.
Yeah.
Kobe played because he loved basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, did he have like trade rumors and all this stuff? And like, did he request a trade? Like, yeah, we're not gonna like gloss over that. But Kobe also like his whole thing was like the mom mentality. Like he played because he loved the sport, and I think that is kind of missing.
And to your point, I mean, like, Giddey playing in the summer league, that's going to benefit the Thunder.
Oh, 100%.
Cunningham and Giddey are going to have, not Cunningham, Chet.
Chet.
I don't
yeah.
know why I said Cunningham.
I mean,
Chet and Giddey are going to have a chemistry that no one else has.
It's
Right.
just it's a
Right
great
out the
it's a
gate.
great way to get used to like your new
Especially for a
teammates,
young team.
Yeah, for a guy who's in his second. Can you only play if your first 2 years? Or
no,
every
you can
three?
play whenever.
No, I think
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
No,
true.
I'm pretty sure you can play whenever.
I don't think that's true. I think it's for first and second year players.
I think it's
No, because
It's
first and
new
second layer
players.
players. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I was about to say there's not an age limit on it.
if you're a second year player and
No, I feel like that's not true.
Brian couldn't play in the summer
You
league.
know,
Kyle.
well, no, I'm saying like I think
I think it's first second. Year
I think
players.
there's like
I think
a
that's how it's always been.
I think it's first, second year players, and then if you're out of the league for a certain amount of time, and
Yeah,
you're trying
that's
to come
what it
back,
is.
you can come
Yeah.
in the summer league.
Yeah,
that's
if you're
because
if
that's
you're
what I'm
second year
thinking of.
player,
Because there's been like, because didn't Michael Beasley play in the summer league a little bit?
that was G League, not summer league.
I thought he played a year in the summer league. There are some restrictions, but they never come to play. So there's, this was a while ago, 8 years ago. Keep talking. I'm gonna
So, yeah,
read the NBA.
If you're a second year player coming off a good season like Giddey did, or even like, I don't know why he didn't, but like Cade Cunningham, like second-year player coming up for good first season. I think it'd be great to play in the summer league just to again get used to like your newer teammates, especially if you had a top pick in the draft. Why wouldn't you want to play and gain that chemistry with the top pick?
And I love that like they're gonna have that chemistry right out the gate. And they kept saying they're like after every game we play together, the chemistry's already getting stronger.
Yeah.
Same thing for Orlando too. I mean, I know Bankroad didn't play half of the summer league season, but
Yeah.
so. Do you find the rules, Kyle?
I'm not gonna find it, but yeah, I that's something interesting. Is I do think that like some people were saying like Austin Reeves should have been playing, and I was like, yeah, he probably should have.
Yeah. No, he's working though.
Yeah, I did see that. Like they were like take a day off, and he's like, no.
No, he's like, no, I'm not doing that. He's been grinding
That's good
in the
though.
gym.
That's good though.
I do like him. I think he's gonna be good.
Do you like some of their other rookies? Max Christie.
I kind
Scottie
like
Pippen
Christie.
Jr.
I do like Scottie Pippen. I like Pippen Jr. I think he'll be a pretty good fit for us. Just
You guys
at the
got a lot
point
of
guard
guards.
position. I think he'll make a good asset to the team.
You
I
guys
do like the way he's playing.
You guys can't be finished right now if you're gonna keep Russ.
No,
you
have
gotta
to
add
make
more
moves.
shooters.
I do like the moves we made though, with Lonnie Walker, Troy Brown. I like
those. All right, let's move on to our next topic here. Let's do a little. We'll stay with the NBA, but let's do a little "Who'd you rather," which we did earlier, but it's gonna be like, who would you rather have, this person or this person, right? And given his trade rumors right now, because the Jazz gave the okay, we're gonna trade him. Potentially, if we can find a suitor, is Donovan Mitchell. The Knicks came out right away as like the potential suitors or whatever, but we'll see what happens. So who would you rather have, Donovan Mitchell or this person? The first one we have is, would you rather have Donovan Mitchell or would you rather have Zach LaVine?
Donovan Mitchell? No question.
I'm going Zach LaVine.
I'm going Zach LaVine. I don't think that's a no question.
I don't think there's a single thing.
Has Zach LaVine played in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Like, has he done well?
Has Donovan Mitchell done well?
In the bubble.
They had the 1 year in the bubble that he did well, and they went to the second round.
That wasn't his fault.
Okay. But
I'm
then
telling
after
you,
that, other than that, he's been a first-round exit.
Now that he's going to play on a team.
No, wait. No, in the bubble, he was a first-round exit.
Yeah, but he played well.
Yeah, he played good.
Okay.
And then the second
You'll see, okay? You'll see once he's on a new team without Gobert.
I would love to see it. I'd love to see it without Gobert. But if I'm going off of what I've seen right now,
I'm taking Zach
LaVine.
What does Zach LaVine do better than?
What does Donovan Mitchell do?
Okay,
better?
hold on.
Everything.
Zach
LaVine may be more athletic.
I think Donovan
And a
Mitchell
better
has
shooter.
a better mid-range jump shot. He's a better playmaker. But I think Zach LaVine has better three-point shooting and
agree.
exponentially better defense. And I think he's more athletic.
Exponentially.
Like so much better defense.
Really?
Like by a mile.
Agreed.
Donovan Mitchell is not a great defender. He's not a great defender.
Zach LaVine's not known for his defense.
Well, Zach LaVine's not known for his defense, but I'd be more comfortable guarding their best player with Zach LaVine than I would be Donovan Mitchell.
That's blasphemy.
If I'm going up against Trae Young, I am 100 out of 100 times sending Zach LaVine to guard him rather than Donovan Mitchell.
Agreed.
Next player.
I'm just saying, I will give Donovan Mitchell the playmaking. He's a good ball handler. He's better than LaVine. He's got probably better passer. And I'll give him mid-range jump shot. But other than that, like either finishing is like neck and neck, and then three-point shooting's better in LaVine's case. I'd say you could argue, clutch in LaVine's case. I mean, I don't know. They both hit clutch shots consistently. So, DeMar DeRozan. I'm taking
Mitchell.
I'm taking Mitchell.
What?
Well, I'm taking Mitchell because he's younger.
Okay.
I'm taking Mitchell because of the age
Okay.
in this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Mitchell.
if the age
If I want someone on
if
my
the age
team,
is
I
a
think
non-factor, if the age is a non-factor, I'm probably taking DeRozan. But
I was a little shook at first because you just took Zach LaVine over Mitchell, but not DeMar. But now that age is into it.
no, if age is into it, then I'm taking Mitchell. But if age isn't a factor, I'd probably take DeRozan. I mean, I don't know. DeRozan was special last year. Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
I'll probably go.
What?
I'll probably go Jaylen Brown.
I'm gonna go Jaylen Brown.
There's no question.
Give me. I'm going Jaylen Brown. But
I know.
give me your top. Okay, we'll do this after because you said you were like, "Is Donovan Mitchell a top 5 shooting guard in the league?" And I was like, Well, I think Zach LaVine is probably a top 5 shooting guard in the league. Who's your top 5 shooting guards?
Right now?
Yeah.
Do we include Jace Harden as a shooting guard?
Yes, now I would because Tyrese Maxey's going to be point guard on that team.
Okay. Okay, so shooting guards. Okay, we're going to start with Jimmy Butler.
Is he a shooting guard?
He's a forward, isn't he?
Basketball is a positionless game now.
Well, yeah, it is becoming positionless.
Okay, yeah, but if
yeah.
I say that, I could put LeBron at shooting guard.
Exactly. That's.
I'm doing pure shooting guard.
I'm just saying LaVine is not higher than Mitchell on any list.
Okay.
I'm guessing Mitchell's just very underrated to you guys.
I mean, like, I don't feel like Mitchell is like all that. I mean, like, I love Donovan Mitchell. Listen, like, I think Donovan Mitchell is a beast, and I can't wait to see him not in Utah. But I mean, there's like nothing that I've seen from him this season that's making me go, oh, Donovan Mitchell. I'll trade my entire future for him. You know.
I never said that.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, in the sense that, okay, here's his stats for the year, right? Oh, he had more steals than I thought he did. Interesting.
Yeah, selected defense. Okay.
His 3-point shooting.
I never said he was a better 3-point shooter.
I know. I was just documenting. I was just saying the stats here is 35% from the three.
That's not bad.
26, 4, and 5 a game.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Zach LaVine, 24 a game. Slightly higher 3-point percentage.
And that's without Lonzo.
Higher field goal percentage. 4 and 5.
That's without Lonzo
4
for
and 4.
most of the year.
Yeah. Well, so what does that have to do with not having Lonzo?
He has more of control over the backcourt.
Okay, but without DeRozan, he had 28 a game. And much higher 3-point percentage. And he shot 50-40. He shot 50 from the field and 42 from the three with 27 points a game in 2020 without DeRozan there. So are we going to be like, oh, I would rather have Donovan Mitchell over Zach LaVine because Donovan Mitchell has less help than Zach LaVine?
No, we're not doing that. Donovan Mitchell's a better basketball player than Zach LaVine.
But you were saying he has 24 a game. Oh, but that's without Lonzo there because he's got more control over the court. So, next season when Lonzo's back, those stats are going to be lower.
They are.
Okay, so then why are we going to say, well, I'd rather take Donovan Mitchell because Donovan Mitchell won't be playing with Lonzo Ball next year.
That's not my sole reason that I'm taking Donovan Mitchell.
LaVine with no help, without DeRozan, and was Lonzo Ball in that 2020? No.
I don't think so.
Without that, he's doing 28. What was that? 28.
It was 28. 5 and 5
with way better shooting
on 50-40 shooting splits.
You could say the same help as Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I just can't. I don't.
Donovan Mitchell is better than Zach LaVine.
I have no clue why you're saying no question. I have no clue why you're saying.
I don't
no
know.
question.
I will give you this though. Donovan Mitchell does have more steals per game.
He's a good defender.
He's a pretty decent defender. But I'm still saying I would
where
rather
were you
have.
Getting that from that he wasn't.
I'd rather have. You
said exponentially.
Well, I did say exponentially. I think more because of the size difference that he has.
Donovan Mitchell is a little bit shorter, but way stronger than LaVine.
Stronger?
Yes.
Than LaVine?
Yes. LaVine may be more athletic, but Mitchell can hold his own.
I'm not saying that Mitchell can't hold his own, but Zach LaVine is.
Zach LaVine used to be irrelevant in this league. Mitchell has never been irrelevant.
What does that have to do with anything?
Okay.
Zach LaVine, Zach LaVine used to be a bench player on the Timberwolves, and then when he got to a team that made him a starter, he went off for 24, 25, 27 a game in 3 straight seasons.
Zach LaVine is a solid player, but he does not compare to Donovan Mitchell.
Not comparable.
You're acting like Donovan Mitchell's the best shooting guard in the league.
Neither of them are top 3.
Yeah, I never said either of them were top 3. But I can't imagine why you would have, like, incomparable, like, I just can't. I don't know. Hold on.
because this list from what website is this? Fadeaway World, Modern Sports. Top 10 NBA shooting guards for the 21-22 season. It has Harden at 1, Booker at 2. I agree so far. Mitchell at 3, perfect. Beal at 4, LaVine at 5.
It doesn't have Jaylen Brown up there. You just said you'd take Jaylen Brown over Donovan Mitchell.
Yes, I would. I would take Jaylen Brown over LaVine and Donovan Mitchell.
So if you're agreeing with Donovan Mitchell at 3, then you have Jaylen Brown at 2?
I have Jaylen Brown at 3.
You just said you agree with Donovan Mitchell at 3.
Okay, I have Jaylen Brown at 3, Donovan Mitchell at 4. Bradley Beal at 5, LaVine at 6.
You have...
I have Beal above LaVine, no question.
Yeah. Offensively, yeah. Beal's not great. Okay, but Beal's not a fantastic
showing you that
defender.
he's good at defense. Like,
I mean, I don't think he's a horrible defender.
okay, he's not. Beal isn't either. You keep using defense as
Okay, fine. Yeah. Beal's not an atrocious
none of the shooting guards
defender.
I listed are superb at defense.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree with that. I do think out of those 4, though, like other than Jaylen Brown, I think LaVine is the second best defender out of those guys. I'm not gonna say he's like a stellar defender, but I would say
Harden sucks at defense. So.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Trae Young, Mitchell or Trae Young.
I'm doing
Young.
Trae Young.
Trae
yeah,
Young.
Trae.
Mitchell or Cade Cunningham.
Mitchell.
If we're going,
Are we like?
I'm doing
Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's gonna be an all-star in 2 years.
I'm a Cade Cunningham hater, but yeah, I'd probably take.
I'm doing
The tough
Mitchell.
thing is like we're watching Mitchell right now on the Jazz, and I wish we could see him in a.
Taking Shai or Mitchell or Shea or Mitchell.
Oh, I'm taking Shea. I'm taking Shea.
I'm taking Shea too. So.
Yeah, Shea or Mitchell, I'm taking Shea. I think that if Shea, I will say that Shea's probably, I would say that what Mitchell has over Shea is he's more agile, I guess. So, like, his shot looks smoother than Shea's does. But I feel like Shea has more control over the game than Donovan Mitchell.
Shea's only getting better too.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, granted, he's been hurt the past couple seasons, but showing off that he can be a 25, 6-6 player consistently on not great shooting from 3, but it's probably around what Mitchell's shooting's at 35%. And I just feel like he's only going to improve. He's only going to get better. He's going to be an all-star this year or next year. I mean, I love Shea. I mean, that's like even just like
Like
I'm a huge Thunder. Yeah, sorry. I'm a huge Thunder fan, but like even from them, I'm taking Shea over Mitchell.
I totally agree.
All right. RJ Barrett or Mitchell?
Mitchell.
I'm gonna go Mitchell.
Yeah.
And then it's like I'll do this one: Chris Middleton or Donovan Mitchell.
I'm doing Mitchell.
Middleton.
Why Middleton over Mitchell?
Middleton has shown he's a winner, and
Is
Giannis.
Middleton a shooting guard?
No.
Okay.
I would say he's more.
I would say more small forward than shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like Middleton a lot. I know.
I like Middleton too. I think he's a good player. I'm taking Donovan Mitchell over.
I'm
him,
still
but
set that if Middleton didn't have Giannis, he'd still be a decent player, but he would not be saying that he's a
I don't think he gets the
top
All-Star
guy
nods.
he would not be a winner
I
on
don't.
another team without Giannis.
Yeah, I don't think he gets the All-Star recognition that he has if he wasn't on the Bucks with Giannis, because he would average 20 on any other team, but I think only because he was on the Bucks and they were winning so many games, he got the nod as like an All-Star those years.
So would
And
you
that's
agree that's
nothing
the reason
against
why Wiggins was an All-Star this year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
100%. Wiggins does that on any other team in the league, but because the Warriors were winning so much, that's why he got the nod. I think that comes with it. I think
an
that's
All-Star.
he's
That's
still
why
no.
I
I'm
love
not taking it
the
away.
Fit, though. That's why I love the fit of Wiggins on the Warriors, because he just worked well with that team.
And that's by no means am I taking away an All-Star appearance. Like Middleton earned his All-Star appearance for sure,
Okay.
right? And Wiggins earned his All-Star appearance
Alright.
for sure.
But I think it's because of
But
the
I
team
think
he was on.
it's because the team he was on. I'm saying that like he earned it in the sense that like he played to the best of his ability on that team. But I think because he was on the winning team, he got the more recognition. Which is why I think that like guys like DeJounte Murray, who are putting up good stats, were only replacement players because they were on the Spurs. It's why even if Shea was healthy, he's only getting in as like a replacement player last season because the Thunder were so bad. I mean, that's just like
winning.
I think winning has to do with it. So the fact that you're on good teams like that, gives you the recognition.
Okay, whatever. Let's just go through the rest of this list.
Okay, that is the rest of the list.
No,
you've got the list.
10. So McCollum or Mitchell? I'm taking
Mitchell.
McCollum.
I'm taking McCollum.
I'm gonna stick with Mitchell. I think we haven't seen enough.
Clay or Mitchell?
Mitchell now.
Clay.
Now Mitchell, but like
Clay for fit.
Clay's still Clay. I love
Clay for fit.
Barrett. Oh, wait, it's Barrett. Colin Sexton or Mitchell?
Mitchell.
Okay, Mitchell. All right, that was a good conversation.
I also think it's interesting that they had Shea listed as a shooting guard there because the Thunder are so positionless that I don't know who our point guard is going to be.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. All right. You want to talk about 30 for 30s, or did you want to do this game?
We don't need to talk about 30 for 30s.
Yeah, we can do this game.
Let's do this game. So, real quick, we've been talking a lot of basketball today, so let's continue that and talk about more basketball.
I'm going to get smacked here.
So, we're going to do Nico versus Dominic.
I'm going to get killed.
I'm going to name a player, and they have to name me what college they went to. And I picked players that didn't go to, like, very memorable college. So, I picked players that you, like, didn't really know about in college. Okay. First one is Alex Caruso.
Oh. Texas A&M.
Yep, Texas A&M.
Couldn't tell you.
Next one. This one you might get just because he's a big name player, but Damian Lillard.
Weber State.
There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, let's go to his teammate, CJ McCollum.
Lehigh.
Oh, okay. He's a college basketball fiend, so. Gary Trent Jr.
Duke.
Dang, I was impressed by that.
I've never seen someone who knows this much college basketball.
Okay, Josh Primo.
What?
Josh Primo, the point guard for the San Antonio Spurs.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't even know who that is, bro. Couldn't even tell you.
He's actually a good young piece for them. I'm impressed by that.
No,
He went
I don't
to.
care. Brandon's story there now. I don't care about Josh Prino.
Okay, he went to Bama.
Okay.
And then Lowry Markkinen.
Don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
Pac-12.
Oh, Utah.
You guys both have ties to this state.
It wasn't Arizona or Arizona State. Cal.
I got no clue. We have ties to this state.
Both of you have some sort of ties to this state.
Oregon. I have no clue. Did I say it? Arizona State?
Yeah.
Arizona?
Yeah.
I had no clue.
I don't remember him at Arizona at all.
Oh, well.
That's interesting. I didn't know
And Paul George.
that. Oh, San Diego State. No,
Nope.
That's
Nope.
Kawhi.
That's cool.
That's Kawhi. Dominic picked this game just so he could slaughter you.
I told you. I gave you all a warning. I was going to get killed.
It's Fresno State.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Sweep.
Yeah.
We probably should have had you on the first time.
Told you all was going to happen.
It's okay.
Let's go. Let's do our hot takes, and we can chat about them a little bit. I'll give us some chatting
I never
time.
prepare for hot takes. I probably should.
You
start
got a
doing
hot
that.
take,
I
Dominic?
guess I'll just stick with the one I said before the show. As Kyle was just I'm a college basketball fiend, and I would way rather have an Ohio State Final Four appearance than college football playoff appearance. Like, no question.
No question.
I could care less, but Ohio State football does. Sorry.
I'm the exact opposite.
That's so. I'm literally the exact opposite as well. Like Ohio State football has been like.
I could care less about Ohio State basketball.
That's
yeah.
the problem.
I feel
America.
like I dislike Ohio State basketball for some reason.
Probably because of me.
It might honestly be because of you. Because when we would like in March Madness in like middle school, you
Dude.
would like you would. I just remember.
I'm telling
like,
you, Katie Bates Diop, year when he won Big Ten Player of the Year. If we beat Gonzaga in the second round, we're in the Final Four. Just saying. It's a big what if, but that
I mean,
happens.
got to get past Oral Roberts first.
That's another year.
I know it's another year.
Worst basketball game I ever watched.
It was bad.
It was terrible.
I
But the reason why I say Final Four over college football playoff appearance is just I'm way more on the basketball side. I think college basketball is so much better than college football. It's getting more better than college football.
It's definitely getting better. I don't know if it's getting better than college football.
College football is gonna suck in a few years. I'm just warning you guys now.
Well, I think it will with the conference changes.
I think the only reason why basketball might be getting ahead is because it's the same thing every year for college football. Like, the top 6 teams that will have a chance at the top 4 every year.
I mean, I'll give it to you guys.
I like basketball. It's more of a toss-up.
A college football Saturday, there's nothing better than that. But, like, I don't know. I just had a very warm heart on the night we beat Duke.
And
If you listen to the
good.
College Basketball Bonanza podcast at Arizona State University on Blaze Radio, you would have saw that I picked Ohio State to beat Duke that game. And
I have a Cork It exclusive rumor that I want to get out there. I don't remember the person. And now, here's the problem with my rumor is now it's going to sound so fake because I don't remember the source. Basically, my grandpa was, like, talking to a guy, and he said the name, and I recognized the name, and now I don't remember the name. So it's going to sound really dumb. But basically, with all the realignment and this stuff, is that people are like, oh, well, Ohio, the Big Ten is going to go grab Notre Dame because they want to add them in the football conference. But I've been hearing that what the Big Ten might try to do is sneak over and snag Duke and North Carolina from the ACC.
no, that's been known.
And get, their basketball teams in the Big Ten. I don't know if that's been known, but that's what I
Because
heard.
the way the Big
rumor
Ten
is.
has usually gone is they go after schools who are good in the academic game too.
Yeah, and
So
Duke's
that's like we
fantastic.
never have gone after West Virginia or schools who have good sport programs but are subpar in the academic game.
Yeah,
But like Duke and North Carolina, those are prestigious schools. So
yeah.
would not be surprised if Big Ten grabbed those and Oregon as well. And Notre Dame, of course, too. Notre Dame is
Right, no, Notre Dame's
Yeah.
nothing
top
to laugh
top
at.
top like Duke and Notre Dame are probably like, I'll throw Stanford in there too. Those 3 are probably the 3 Ivy League schools who
Yeah.
are not in the Ivy League.
Yeah, I would say that, yeah. Should be interesting. I'd be very intrigued.
I got my hot take now.
What's your hot take?
The Chicago Bulls will be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yuck.
I got that.
Yuck. And sorry, like,
I think
Well, I don't
I
understand.
think with
I guess we're Chicago Bull fans now
with
since Kyle just came back from
Lonzo Ball,
Chicago.
Zach LaVine, and DeMar DeRozan, we saw what they could do healthy.
yeah,
Oh
did you
my-
see what they could do against good teams? Squat.
Was that when was
Yes.
that when Lonzo Ball was there?
I guess that's not when Lonzo Ball was there.
I feel like I feel like Lonzo Ball is a big factor in that team,
Okay, yeah.
Early last
And
year,
I-
I was very high on the Bulls.
and I think with DeMar, Lonzo back healthy, and Zach LaVine,
Nico,
I think they make
the
another
Eastern
push.
Conference is only getting better, man.
It's
know,
so
I know.
strong.
That's why it's a hot take.
I would just need to see them win against good teams. Because what were they? 0 and like
do
12.
they beat Philly in a series?
no,
Yeah,
Do they beat Boston in a series?
no,
Do they beat Milwaukee in a series?
no.
Shut up,
we'll see.
Nico.
We'll see.
They
We'll
can't
see.
beat any of those 4 people we just named. How are they making the Eastern Conference Finals?
Watch it happen.
I like the Bulls. I like Zach LaVine.
I
I
I like
love
DeMar
the
DeRozan.
how it's set up, but they're not getting past those 3 teams I said.
I just
Sorry.
don't. I don't like
Watch
it.
it happen.
I don't like it.
Okay.
You'll see. You'll see.
Interesting
That's
take.
my hot take for the day.
I heard. Okay, and this is just like, another hot take I heard, and this kid said if the Thunder make the playoffs, that SGA should win MVP.
That would never happen, but I would
And-
agree.
I mean, it would be crazy if that did happen, but
I'm saying that would never happen, even if they make the playoffs. I wouldn't see. I think he wouldn't be considered for MVP. He would
Oh,
maybe
no.
considered, but
yeah, but it's because they picked the narrative at the start
Yeah,
of the
they
season.
do.
Like, I thought that DeMar DeRozan should have been like at least getting more recognition
Booker.
halfway through, and Booker, and they didn't even get it to the very end. And they're like, oh well, it's Jokic, and I was like, I'm sick and tired of the back-to-backs. Like,
Right.
was Jokic really like the best player in the NBA
like
last
Embiid
year?
was better than Jokic, in my opinion.
I thought Giannis should have won it over Jokic, in my opinion.
I thought that too.
I mean, I don't know. That's just me.
Luka's winning the MVP next year, by the way, so that's the only thing that matters. So
Chet Holmgren Rookie of the Year. Let me do my quick little hot take. I think that hold on. I was talking about a lot of football with my buddy this weekend on our drive back to Chicago. And I think that the Jets win 6 or more games this year. I feel like that's not a super scorching take, but they just won. They got off a season with 2 wins, I guess.
I
think
think
they
they
win.
a very good draft. They're
They
in
had
a
a great
poor
draft.
division. 6 games is very accomplishable, but it's a good take.
I think, yeah. Actually, no. I'll do.
So they're in a poor division.
Yes.
Elaborate.
You think the Jets are winning against the Patriots, Dolphins, and Bills?
Patriots.
They split against
When
they
they-
split
when-
against
when they
Patriots.
went-
They split against the Dolphins.
When
and
they went 0-12. The past.
I'm telling you, they split against the Dolphins. They split against the Patriots, and you go 0-2 against the Bills.
Okay.
You know what? That's not hot enough. 7 wins for my Jets.
Okay.
Another thing, I'll just do a quick little outro here. What we want to start doing here on this podcast is you listen to us spout off atrocious hot takes. We want to hear yours. All right. So starting somewhat soon.
Or like starting tomorrow. Or when
I
when
mean,
you listen to this podcast, if you want to send one of us 3 a hot take,
Send it to the Cork It.
So follow us.
DM us on Cork It.
Yeah. So
That's
actually,
the best.
actually, yeah,
Twitter.
that's what I was gonna say. I had this idea where we want you guys to give us your own hot takes, and we can react to them and talk to them, talk about them and stuff like that, whether we agree or disagree. So if you want to be featured in one of these little ending outros, definitely record yourself, just like, video of you giving us your hot take.
it can be about anything.
Anything. There's no limits. It could be about sports. It could be about any single sport. It could be about movies,
Music,
like pop culture,
movies,
food,
Romance,
food, anything.
anything.
romance. If you want it to be about romance, it could be about anything. Record yourself, DM it to us on Instagram at Cork It Podcast, or if you and I have talked over text, you can text it to me or anything like that. But we want to start doing that next episode. I think we already have one lined up, but if that's something that you guys are interested in, be sure to DM us one. We'll probably put something out on our story later this week with getting ideas and gathering some information for that. So that's something we want to start doing on here. So be sure to follow us there on our Instagram at Cork It Podcast. Be sure to follow us on, subscribe to us on YouTube, like it, see all this stuff on the other podcast platforms, TikTok, all that stuff.
We will only put your video on here if you're following us on all platforms.
Yeah, if we can check
Gotta
that
be following.
somehow. But we would love to just get more interaction there and get back to some people, because I know a lot of people have been reaching out trying to, be guests on here and stuff like that. And while, that's a little more difficult to schedule and figure that stuff out, this is a great way for us to get interactive with our supporters and our followers.
And get through the dog days of summer.
Exactly. Real quick, speaking of Instagram, though, we got eviscerated on our last reel.
I'm not liking cats.
That was funny.
Cats are like not it. I hate to tell you guys. I mean, I can bear with them, but they're just not as good as dogs.
Yeah. I was
I'm
shocked.
definitely a dog person.
They're just gross.
My girl, all she has is cats, so I can't say I hate them.
Yeah,
I don't hate them, but they just.
I'm a dog person. I like dogs better. So
I was
gross
just, I was
and
shocked.
mean and
I thought that was very funny.
We
they're
hit-
going after me too.
Yeah,
They're like,
we hit
35K
the
or something
cat. We hit the
about
cat
cats.
for you page, I guess. Like, it was just, and they were coming at us. They were like, "Don't quit your day jobs." They were like, "Don't."
These guys definitely peaked in
we
high
These
peaked
school.
in
guys
high
peaked
school
in
'cause
high
we don't
school.
like cats.
I was like, "All right." There was like, "Not everybody needs a podcast." I was like, "Okay." That was fun, but I mean, it goes to show. You got what, 35,000 views?
Yeah, thank
I'm
you.
not liking cats.
Thank you.
This is-
But I
And
mean, also,
1,800 likes.
yeah, for every there was only like 30 really negative comments on it, and for every 30 negative comments, there was 600 likes to go with it. So,
Thanks.
Booyah!
or is it 600 or 60? It's 60.
I don't know, man.
30 times 60,
Off the top of my head,
1,800. Yeah, it's 60 likes. So for every one hate comment, there was 60 likes to it.
60
so
times. Oh, 6 times 30. Okay.
yeah, 1,800.
One of them like said my parents didn't love me either.
One said that your parents didn't love
They
you.
were like my parents.
Oh, I did see that. It was like, well, your parents could have done the same with you and just given
Got
you
rid of-
away. And I was like, whoa.
Okay.
That's dark. It's a podcast. It's for fun, guys. It's for fun.
Hey, the internet.
Sorry that
People suck.
All
Don't
these
listen to
haters
negative
on
comments.
the internet, man.
Cyberbullying.
cyberbullying. All right. Well, thank you guys for
Thanks for
watching.
listening.
We love you.
We love you. Listen, follow us on social media. Do all that stuff we just kind of mentioned. And JJ's not here.
JJ,
so
we miss you.
JJ, we miss you.
Book
Shout
it.
out to JJ.
Book it.
Book it.
Book it. See you guys next week.